Hi, thanks for your interest for Literature 280 or cross-listed as Ethnic Studies 280. My name is Dr. Audrey Baca Lopez. I'm one of the professors teaching this spring for 2024 if you're interested in taking it with me. We also have three other professors other than myself teaching it. That's Dr. Brian Sullivan, Dr. Andrea Hammock, and Dr. Amanda Fierro. They all teach it in different ways, so you want to check to make sure which way might work best for you. The way that I teach it is entirely asynchronous, which is online anytime, means we do not meet in any capacity. As you'll just get video clips from me, as well as reminders and announcements, and you'll see me responding to discussions in the discussion board posts and things like that. So make sure that you choose a method of the class that you're interested in taking that works best for you. As I mentioned, mine's entirely online. It is worth 3 units. And one of the unique things about this course is that it's cross-listed as both an ethnic studies and a literature course, which means you get a complement of both learning about theory from ethnic studies, such as critical race theory, feminist theory, queer theory, all these amazing theories, and application and into the literature. So traditional literature being like novels and poems and drama and poetry, film, excuse me. So all these different ways that are interacting with different texts. Each of these classes will cover the 4 major ethnic areas, for instance, which is Latinx literature, African American literature, Black literature, Asian American literature, and American Indian literature. So within each of those units, like for instance, in my course, one of the anchor texts that we read in addition to other texts, these are the books that you may have to purchase. I did actually connect with the library. So one of the reasons that you want to consider taking my course is that some of these titles are going to be available for you through the library if you're first come, first serve, or they might be available also digitally online. So be sure to check to see if you can also purchase used copies of these books. So this is just for my class. Each of us uses different text as their anchor text. So make sure that you're not purchasing other books that you may not need. So this one is what we actually start off with in our unit for Latinx. This is Wild Tongues Can't Be Tamed, edited by it's at a CFNL. And there's 15 different short stories that we go through that talk about different subjects like mental health, religion, machismo, being of 2 identities. And you'll learn a little bit about this concept called intersectionality that was introduced back in the 70s. So we'll learn more from Kimberly Crenshaw and other authors about these different concepts. So like I said, this is one of our anchor texts. Some of the other books that we read are for our American and Indian unit is There by Tommy Orange, which is another book that talks about a powwow and how everyone different characters go and eventually get to this powwow and their stories in between. So good novel that we will be reading. Another anchor text, this is a book of poems, The New Black by Evie Shockley. So some good texts. Again, as I mentioned, I've connected with the library. So some of these are available through the library as well as digitally. And then the final unit that we would focus on for our Asian American literature would be this work by Filipino author Jose Antonio Vargas. And this is Dear America, Notes of an Undocumented Citizen. So just to give you a little taste of like the different types of books that we read, and we'll go through, in addition to podcasts and media, poetry and other types of genres. That's one of the things that we cover in this class, and hopefully you'd be interested in taking it with me.